If you're not sure of how to begin your renovation, go to Home Trust. Home Trust is Singapore's leading renovation platform that matches homeowners with trusted interior designers. On the main page, simply click the Get Recommendations feature and answer a few simple questions to get matched with reputable IDs. From there, you can check out their portfolios and take a look at their reviews. Did you know that Home Trust do not delete negative reviews? This is where Home Trust stands out, by providing the promise of trust and transparency to homeowners like ourselves. If you want to know more, make sure you visit their website at hometrust.sg. In the previous video, we spoke about not understanding why service yard windows are not part of the default inclusions in new BTOs. Hence, we hired a window contractor for the installation. In the later part of this video, we will cover different kinds of bathroom and room doors and try to DIY wrapping our doors. So make sure you watch till the end to see the final results. And now we have windows. There's really not much to talk about for the service yard windows. This is just the most basic design, which is a 3 sliding panel. I'm not sure if you can see it in the video, but the glass has a greenish tint to it, which becomes really obvious when 2 or more panels overlap with each other. I know that some homeowners will prefer clear glass instead, but for us, we're perfectly fine with it. Otherwise, I feel that it is safe to just go with the cheapest contractor that does it. For us, we went with Kim Contractor for the service yard windows, and it costed us $380 for this. Honestly, these 2 gentlemen did a really good job, and in less than 1 hour, they're done. The workmanship on the silicone was also quite good as well, and there's also a 1-year warranty on the windows. And next, it is time to do some DIY. This project is much more challenging, and we are going to wrap all our doors and door frames. For the house, the OCS package includes room doors, bathroom doors, and sanitary fittings. We have heard many complaints over the past few years on the bathroom doors where it is noisy, the magnetic latch being difficult to use, and some users even reported getting stuck inside. For the toilet fittings, it just doesn't suit the aesthetics and utility that we wanted in a bathroom. All we wanted from the OCS package were the room doors, which unfortunately is bundled with the other items. So in the end, we opted out of the OCS, and during key collection, we were only given door frames. So during the renovation process, we saw quite a number of doors being thrown away by other neighbours, and I actually carried a few up and installed them myself. But what I realized was that even in the same project and the same blocks, the doors may not be an exact fit. There may be alignment issues, unable to close properly, etc. So for those of you who are considering to buy over doors from your neighbours, just take note that there are risks that the doors do not fit. So in the end, we spoke to our BSC, and they happen to have a few spare doors in their store. A typical new HDB laminated door would normally have cost $250 per door, and the BSC were nice enough to sell the spare doors to us at $200 for 2 doors, with a guarantee that the dimensions will fit. I think this is a win-win situation since they were going to throw them away anyway. Now the default HDB doors come in this mid-brown laminate, which will suit the muji or japandi theme. However, for us, that is not the case. So we are going to wrap all the doors and door frames in black color. When it comes to changing your door color, there are 3 options: to paint over it, wrap, or to buy a new one. Buying a new one will be the simplest because you just need to pay money. However, your door frames may still be in the default brown color, which may make it look weird. Painting over the door will be the cheapest option because minimal amount of labor will be required. An oil-based paint will also make the surface more durable than vinyl wrapping. Lastly, wrapping over an existing door and door frame is actually not cheap. It may cost as much as buying a new door, but at least the door and door frame can be of the same color. In terms of durability, it really depends on the wrapping material. For us, we managed to scratch the door wraps a few times during the renovation process, and we had to rewrap it. However, aesthetically, I would say that wrapping is still the best option. There is actually no right or wrong answer here, just choose whichever that makes the most sense to you. We purchased $70 worth of vinyl wrap from Taobao and spent a total of 4 days wrapping 2 room doors and door frames, 2 bathroom door frames, and the bomb shelter door and door frames. Wrapping the frames are especially difficult because of all the bends and corners, so be prepared if you decide to take on this challenge. And so after 4 to 5 days of wrapping, and yes, this takes a lot of time, this is the end result of how everything looks like. We have wrapped all the doors and all the door frames as well as the bathroom door frames as well. So this is how it looks like. Most of the people who have seen this says that I have done a relatively good job, but however, there are still a little bit of imperfections. Because I'm the one who wrapped it, so I know where all the imperfections are. You can see that there are some bubbles over here. I'm not sure if this can be seen. Right, some bubbles over here. Maybe we'll take a hairdryer to even that out. And you can also see that there's a little bit of crumple over here. But all in all, quite satisfied with the end result. Not sure how long this will last, but we shall see. Now after the door frames are wrapped, we engage contractors to do our bathroom doors. For most homeowners, there are generally 3 options: glass doors, bifold doors, swing and slide doors. Glass doors are generally the most aesthetic option. The downside is the price. Just for context, each glass door will cost around $900 on average. If you're going with glass doors, make sure that it doesn't collide with your vanity during the swing. One point to note about glass doors is they do not completely block out the light. If you need complete darkness in the master bedroom for sleeping, this may not be a good option. Now bifold doors are the cheapest of all bathroom doors. They cost around $200 each. However, there are a number of downsides to this. Firstly, the top and bottom tracks creates another object you need to clean. Secondly, opening and closing the doors can be noisy due to the sliding of the tracks. At night when you're going to the bathroom, it may wake your partner up, especially for the one in your master bedroom. The last type of door is the swing and slide, which is what we eventually went with. Swing and slide doors cost around $350 each. If you're going with the black frame like us, you need to top up another $30 more. Swing and slide doors are generally more durable than bifold doors. Additionally, the swing and slide doors are silent during operation. Both bifold doors and the swing and slide doors do not take up space compared to the traditional doors. Did you know that your common toilet door is bigger than your master toilet door? You can take a ruler to measure. As long as your door width is above 91 centimeters, it is considered oversized, and that will be an additional $60 for installation. For us, we paid a total of $780 for both bathroom doors. Now there is a type of door that is currently very popular that I would not recommend, and that is the louver design. While I agree that the louver design is more aesthetic than normal doors, all the ventilation vents will trap dust, and this will need to be cleaned regularly. At first glance, louver doors may look like it is good for ventilation, but in reality, it really doesn't matter because you'll be opening your bathroom doors when not in use anyway. What ends up happening instead is that whenever there is any activity happening inside the bathroom, whoever is outside can also smell them as well. Imagine taking a dump inside the bathroom and your guests can smell and hear exactly what is happening inside. Louver doors also do not come cheap. It may be $500 to $600 per door depending on design. Now this is how it looks like after installation has been completed. Pretty self-explanatory. This is the swing and sliding mechanism where you close the door and lock it in place. Something that we notice is also that the sliding mechanism is actually very silent. There's a little bit of noise, but not as bad as a bifold door. So this is not something that you need to worry about having to wake up your partner in the middle of the night going to the toilet. And that is all for today's video. We hope you have learned a thing or two about doors. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. And in the next video, we'll be talking about carpentry. So stay tuned. Bye.